Hello, this is Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel. I have a new journal to share with you. It's kind of a concept journal, meaning there are going to be 3 of these available. This one is going to someone in a swap that I'm doing, but if you click the link below in my Etsy shop, you'll see quantity 2, and I will have 2 more of these that I will make for you, my subscribers. You can purchase them in my Etsy shop, and I'll explain how they'll be a little bit different and how they'll be the same as we go along. So this is a spring/summertime journal. It's butterfly themed. There's a couple of dragonflies thrown in there, lots of flowers, and my inspiration for it was a paper pad called Paradise Crush that I bought at Michael's, and it had some of this paper, which is like a canvas paper. So it's kind of like a mixture between a fabric and a paper, and so it feels amazing. It's all textured, and it's really durable. And so this is the cover, this beautiful pink stripes. I have 2 more of these. So that's where the 2 other journals are going to come in. They will look similar, but not exact. Each one will have its own unique and individual touch, but it will be butterfly themed, spring and summer themed. It will, be the same size, same number of pages, same basic stuff. Just little bits of difference here and there to make it unique. So this is the one for Ellie and a swap that I'm doing. And I layered up some different flowers down here in this butterfly. And then on the spine, this one has 4 signatures. And then on the spine, it is beaded. I got these beads at Hobby Lobby. They were on clearance, and they're just so much fun. So I strung them on there. And then these beads here, my grandmother gave to me. They're vintage. I think they're from the 60s, 70s. I think one of her high school teachers made them for her daughter, which was my grandma's friend, and so she got a whole bag of them, and they're all hand done. And so I just added some here on the spine, and then there's just little bits and pieces of fabrics and ribbons. The stitching is reminiscent of like a butterfly flying, golden book corners, some lace here, each stitching's different on each side, pink ribbon closure, and I glued the ribbon to the spine so you don't lose it, but you can pull it back out of the way, and then you can see the whole cover. So when you purchase one of these, it will be very similar. It'll have a closure. Whether I attach it that way or not, it'll be different. But anyway, I used some images from CalicoCollage, DigitalCurio, I believe CherryPinkPrints, and SenecaPondCrafts. Those were the different shops, plus my own scrapbook paper, some of my own images, and here's the fabric here in the middle of the spine. Share your story. This is CalicoCollage Nature's Glory, and I just printed it on some colored paper, so you see that there. And then this is from my kit. I believe that's In Your Dreams, and there's butterflies all in that. So they're spraying. Look at this gorgeous paper from that Paradise Crush kit. So you'll get paper like this in the journal as well. Here's some washi. We have a big tag, some fabric. Here's one of my images. It's backed with some yellow paper. This is from my In Your Dreams kit, or In My Dreams kit. Here's a vintage garden page, and I did distress oxides on it. More gorgeous butterfly paper. This is from my kit as well, and that is backed with some K & Company butterfly paper. Here's a little strip of paper that I sewed on some coffee dyed paper. Here's this butterfly paper is from 12 Papers on Etsy. I forgot to mention that because it was just in my scrap bin. I didn't print it specifically for this, but I made a paper ribbon. This is from DigitalCurio. She has painted butterflies, and they're each individual images like PNGs or JPEGs, so you can print them the size you want. And so I printed them and cut them down here for the page just to really give that a pop. More spraying, some stamping by Graphic 45. There's a little butterfly there. I made these foam stamps, and so I stamped on that. Here's a little Tim Holtz girl, and she is holding this. This flips down, and you can write on that, and then just clip it closed. So it's secret journaling because it just looks like a pocket. And then I made this little booklet. This is pages from my in my Dreams kit, and I just printed them smaller, like half size, and then just put some coffee dyed paper in there so she can write in that. This is also from my kit. And then this is CherryPinkPrints. I love these big butterfly postcards. Love the colors. And so that is slipped in there. And what's really neat about some of this paper from that Paradise Crush paper pad, it's really pearlized on the back. I don't know if you can see it, but it is so pretty. And then here's a little, this is cut off from an envelope. And then here's a K & Company scrapbook paper, and I just turned that into a tag. And then this is from a paint chip card. Summer Sigh is the color. And I backed it with one of the butterflies from my kit, stitched around it, made a little, and there's like, it's like a double tuck here behind the envelope and in the envelope. A little coffee dyed butterfly tag. This is CalicoCollage and some trim. Second signature, more DigitalCurio, and then a journal card from my kit backed with coffee dyed paper. More painted butterflies. Here's a stamp from my kit and a little bit of eyelet fabric behind that. This is some K & Company paper, and then this is just a vintage butterfly that I printed out, and it flips up, and this is some paper. I don't remember what Etsy shop it was from. It's just a scrap. I think it's like 12 papers or something like that. Studio Denmark, one of those that I love. And so you can write there. I stitched around the edge, and then on the bottom I added this lace trim. Mini page from my kit, just printed at half size, and it's washi, so you can journal on the back and underneath it. This ink blot paper from DigitalCurio is so gorgeous. It looks like you've inked the page, and you can print it as many times as you want. A little metal tuck spot sticker with a little coffee dyed tag tucked in there. This paper is from CherryPinkPrints. Gorgeous flowers. A book page, says Butterfly Gardens. And then one of the tuck spots for my kit, and then a little scrapbook paper journal card that I made. A little bit of ribbon up there. This is from my kit. Look at all the spraying I did. This is from my kit Wisteria and Roses. It's one of the big tags, and I backed that with just some scrapbook paper. It's I love these tags because they go with so many different kits, and then you can journal right there. So it's made for that. And then here's a little, this is from my Tickled Pink ephemera kit, and that's a tea rose. I just cut it out with some shaped scissors. Look at that painted butterfly. Oh, gorgeous. So here we have CalicoCollage Nature's Glory again, a different page from that kit. And this is from the paper pad, the Paradise Crush. One of my journaling cards, and just backed with some note paper. And there's a little button and fabric embellishment. And then more ink blot paper and another one of these butterfly, what are they called? Postcards. And this, I only have 2 of these left, so to put one in here is pretty special, but this is a special swap. I had these playing cards made with an old book cover, and then my Nevermore Creations, my shop name there on the bottom, so I wanted to tuck that in there for her. Did a little bit of stenciling here. Some washi, a word that says Journey, and a flower flat back. Some lace and embellishing up here at the top. Book pages, little tuck spot. This is a coffee dyed index card, and then a foam stamp that I made. I just stamped some hearts on there. This is from my Tickled Pink ephemera kit, and then I just added some lace. And then I just stitched, if you can see the leaf stitching there at the top, I made a top tuck spot with the scrapbook paper. This is also from my Tickled Pink ephemera collection. It's a cute little bird, so that's stuck in there. This is a journal card from my kit, and I backed it with this dragonfly paper. This is from Stacy Belt, I believe, on Etsy. And then there's some fabric and trim on this pearl paper here. And then a little tag I made, and another piece of ephemera from my Tickled Pink ephemera collection. CalicoCollage, and then here's a scrapbook paper with a flower. This is a book page. It's like embroidery patterns. A little bit of stitched paper. Another one of my big tags from Wisteria and Roses, and I backed that with this inspirational scrapbook paper. I just cut the top off with these scalloped scissors. One of the labels from my In My Dreams kit. Here's a little vintage butterfly and a little bit of fabric that I added to this page. This is CherryPinkPrints. Another one of my journal cards backed with some marble scrapbook paper, and then this is just a little piece of scrapbook paper I added on to that page. A little stamp up there in the corner. A top tuck spot in one of the little half pages that I printed from my kit. One of the stamps from my kit. This is just a vintage butterfly that I printed from online, and a piece of scrapbook paper journal card and a Rolodex card tucked in there. And some more of that trim that we've been seeing throughout on this coffee dyed paper. Some more stenciling, more needlework there. This tag is from SenecaPondCrafts. It's one of her, I think it's fantasy butterflies, or they're butterfly tags. And we come to the end, and I just put a little background from one of my kits, a little tuck spot, but I glued it all the way down just as a background. And then a handmade card that I made, handmade by Lindsay Zenor. And I can customize these in my shop for you guys. If you want any, you can purchase those in my shop. So this is a swap journal, but like I said, there are 2 more available. They will be very, very similar to this one. So you can purchase that, and I'll have it to you in a few weeks. Perfect for summertime journaling, perfect for, you know, taking to the beach and writing your memories or jotting things down, sketching, perfect as giving for, you know, gifts. Mother's Day is coming up. It would be a beautiful Mother's Day gift. So I really enjoyed making it. It was so much fun. I am working on another kind of spring summertime journal that will be similar to this one, but it is parakeet themed. It has parakeets all throughout it and kind of tropical leaves and things like that. So that should be available in the next week or so. I hope that you have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next video.